The game is done.
I thought you meant kicking the table.
No, well, that's done too.
Okay.
It is done.
It is done.
We're finished.
Is it?
Yeah. The game is out in 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember early on both of our goals was pretty clear that if we stumbled across this game, we'd want to buy it.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
you'd want to buy this game?
Yeah, I think that I was
through Steam,
would I
Xbox,
be like,
PlayStation.
oh,
yeah.
is that's interesting. What is that? Yeah, I think so. I was just kind of reminded about that recently when it finally went up for pre-order on all the stores and stuff like Steam and Xbox.
Yeah.
And you just see it there, and because obviously we had to give them all of the assets that they use and stuff, but once you see it there and it's all laid out and you see all the screenshots side by side and the promo artwork and the trailer and stuff, like I think it presents well.
You'd go.
I think yeah, definitely. If I saw that, I'd be like, that's cool.
Would you pay for it?
But yeah, I would. Like, just for me, it's that kind of
Wish
price
sale.
point. No, like that. For indie games that are around that price, if they're interesting to me, I'll pick them up. I think the only time I'm like, will I or won't I, is if they're like over 20 quid.
Yeah.
So for us, like if it's less than 20 quid, then I'll probably just get it if I want it, like straight away, spur of the moment kind of thing.
So, one thing that I've noticed doing a ton of interviews is we have to talk about adventure games a lot.
Yeah, like other adventure games.
And the genre and what's happening. And
what do you think of the genre?
Yeah, is it dead? Is it dying?
Yeah, or is it back? And
there's a weird sort of tokenism
what
involved
are you doing
with
to fix it?
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Is it annoying?
No, I think they're fair questions, just because like adventure games, it's kind of a topical thing right now. Or maybe it just always happens that people are like, oh, adventure games are dead. I know they're back.
Yeah.
But they're gone into a lull. But now they're back again.
Yeah.
Like I think they've always been here. Just.
But our platformer
to various
game
extents.
designers constantly asked about platformers.
No, but this is more of a niche.
I guess so.
It's something that I think people who enjoy these games, they pay attention to other games of that type.
Yeah.
I was playing. I played. Broken Age came out at the time while we were still working on the game, so that was good. But then also Deponia.
Yeah.
And Deponia is just like just crazy puzzles everywhere. And I think that was really helpful in just getting me in the mind of like, just creating puzzles and going through that process. I think that was useful. There was other adventure games as well, like all the Wajidai games and stuff. I played a few of those. So it's like not taking any particular thing as a source of inspiration, but just getting into that mindset of, what does a player need to do and what kind of obstacles should you present them and how often and things like that.
Why would you buy it? Because that would be a good reason for someone else to buy it if they hear this.
Why would I buy it?
Yeah. Like what we were saying is like you see it on the shop
on the store
and you're like, oh, cool. But if they don't see it yet and they just see you talking about it, why?
Well,
why?
The aesthetic is the main thing that would draw me in, and that's what most people say, isn't it?
Yeah.
So just because of mainly the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Just like that, and that's what a lot of people say, that's what draws them in.
Yeah.
And obviously, I said I like adventure games, so if I saw a game that looked like that and it was the kind of game that I like, I'd give it a try. But I have heard from other people. It's fine. It's not that loud. I have heard from other people too that that don't play that game. Like we've had a lot of people at conventions and stuff like PAX and things like that and Gamescom that haven't played adventure games before. Like it was really weird me explaining like, oh, you have to click on this and then you have an inventory and then you can use an item from your inventory, and people are like, oh right, okay, and they've never done that.
Yeah,
but then after once they're done, they're like, that was really good. Like I can't wait to check out the rest. So I guess we have done something to appeal to the broader audience.
Definitely.
Well,
this isn't hardcore point and click adventure. That's something.
No, it's not. Yeah.
When I go back to like doing your research and playing the more obscure adventure games, I wouldn't be the biggest fan, I don't think, of heavy old school
hardcore
adventure game. I don't know if it's really my thing.
Well, I mean, Like when you say old school, like you're kind of looking at like what, like early 90s and...
No, but
it's
it's
kind of-
games based on the early 90s, not the early
Oh,
90s
okay.
ones. Because at the time, loved Broken Sword, loved Monkey Hunt, things
Yeah.
like that. But if a game comes out now and they're not doing anything different, it just feels, you know, like I've got 17 items, there's so many
Yeah.
things to click on. I'm a kleptomaniac, picking up everything. And I've got maybe 12 puzzles on the go that I haven't solved, you know.
It's kind of like a old school, like hardcore way of doing it. For somebody that had never heard of the game, we're obviously used to doing this at this stage, but if you're describing the game...
If you say we're used to doing it, that sounds like this is going to be a perfect pitch. Like, you're a pro at pitching.
No, but
the game.
that's what I mean,
Pro
right?
pitch
So
the
like
game.
because we have to describe the game to people all the time.
Okay, so someone's walking
Yeah,
by the digital marketplace
yeah,
and they stumble across the game and they're like, why should I buy this?
yeah.
You say.
So for somebody that doesn't, like that doesn't do games really, you know?
Yeah. The fact that it is heavily inspired by the 80s escapist fantasy films and
Yeah.
books and things. So you've got The Labyrinth and Neverending Story and Page Master. So it's these classic stories of two worlds, a normal world and a fantasy world, and
Yeah.
characters that travel back and forth between the two of them. And we put a bit of a twist where the dad gets
I've
into
never heard of those type of films. What do you mean?
books, Narnia. Yeah? Ever read Narnia?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Chris, don't laugh. If you were someone walking through the digital marketplace, why would you buy our game? Go tell them now. Go.
Walking through the...
Shut up, it's a metaphor.
It
Go.
doesn't make sense.
Buy the game because...
Buy the game because... Why should they buy the game?
Oh, Jesus. If you're a fan of like 80s escapist fantasy, like Neverending Story and Labyrinth and Page Master and Don Bluth Disney style animation and adventures and the dad getting trapped and then the daughter deciding she's going to go and rescue him and
Wait,
jumping
there's a
between
dog?
characters, there's dogs.
Sold.
Buy the game, there's dogs.